We are totally a bunch of rookies.
Bring it back over here. You're not going to catch nothing with nothing on your hook.
I hook your ear.
Yeah, rip it off. Hey everybody, this is Heavy.Set.Go. This is Family Fish Day.
Family Fish Day. It sounds like when we're eating a bunch of fish.
Sounds like we're having an old family fish fry.
Which I don't think we're going to catch any fish.
Don't look like it. We're out here at beautiful Shady Lake. Chris is probably about to crap all over.
Look at all the gunk. Why does my fishing stuff always got junk all over?
I'll tell you what, I will say one thing. This little spot where we're fishing at has dog crap literally everywhere.
There's dog crap. We already got set up here. We probably should have fished off a dog.
Yeah, well there's people over there. And now they're gone, so it makes me kind of wish we were over there.
Heads up, J-Bug.
I just don't know if we're gonna catch anything over here.
I mean, we're not fishermen.
Yeah, we're definitely not fishing.
Yeah. Why is there dog crap everywhere?
I don't know. This was...
I think I had a bite.
Probably just dragging bottom.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Watch out!
Oh my God!
Oh my God.
Why weren't we filming any of that?
I don't know.
Can we have a towel or something?
Look at those bubbles in the water.
No.
How far did
That
you
was
sink?
so nasty.
Look down to his knee.
Look at those bubbles.
I took one step, it was normal. I took one step, it was normal, and then I took another step. I went even further, to like right here. And then I took another step and went all the way to my knees.
I don't catch anything. Elijah, you can just fish with that one.
What happened?
I thought you just got done putting that on.
I'm gonna hand it to you. Tie this bastard on. I can't fix this.
Do you have some hooks that are open?
I'm out.
But we did get this on tape.
Dang it, man. Hey, everybody, and welcome to Heavy.Set.Go. What are we going to call this? Family Fish Day?
Sure. Something of the sort.
This trip has been nothing but a disaster from start to finish.
Oh, man.
First off, the first area we went to, first off, we're at beautiful / a little disgusting Shady Lake.
Yeah. Yeah, where we first went to had dog crap literally everywhere. Like no exaggeration.
Every step you take is
Yeah.
dog crap.
Dog crap.
There's dog crap out here. I'm sure somebody was camping up there and then every day walked their dogs around, or a whole gaggle of dogs
Yeah, it's like
walked around here.
they're probably like, I don't want the dog to crap where I'm at. Let me go over there where people are gonna fish and just let it go to town and just completely fertilize the area.
And then this whole day starts off as a disaster. My fishing bait gets stuck, of course, because first off, we're not fishermen.
No, not at all.
We are not what you would call like outdoorsmen. So we don't know what the heck we're doing.
I haven't fished in like 10 years.
I haven't fished in probably three or four.
The thing is, people that I work with, my friends at work, they're all like big fishermen. So they're talking about this, that. They got like a live scope on their boat, and they're doing this and that. I'm like, man, that sounds awesome. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I mean, I enjoy it, but it's just been so long. But anyway, I got my fishing bait stuck. So Elijah was like, hey, I'll go out there. I'll wait out there and get it. So it's close to the bank.
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, sure,
I
go
mean,
ahead.
it was seriously, it was like probably 3 feet away from the bank.
Yeah, not that far. Well, he takes off his socks and shoes and he steps in there. The second step he takes, he sinks all the way down past his kneecap.
And Chris is like, don't get out, you're almost there. Just go ahead and grab it.
I was like, dude, you're right there. One more step, you got it. Meanwhile, he's sinking in quicksand.
Yeah. He was in the bog of eternal stench.
Oh,
Because that stuff stunk when he got out.
it did smell pretty rough. But and then I come over here, try to feed the geese. Trying to do a good thing. I was really wanting like to have a moment with the geese and hope like they accepted me and I became a part of the pack.
I look out, you and the geese are just swimming out in the lake.
I'm floating just like them. Like, how is he gliding like that? I don't understand. I was hoping to build a rapport with him, some type of relationship, because I come out here all the time. So it's like, what if they take me in?
You want to be one with the geese.
I become one with the geese. I am a geese.
You move out here.
I'm a silly goose. I move and live out here. And then not to mention I spilled my fishing tackle box all everywhere.
Yeah.
Which I think we got that on film. We didn't get Elijah's
We did
almost drowning on film.
We did get the tackle box on film.
Yeah. But I'll tell you what though, and all in all, even though we're probably not going to catch anything, I still enjoyed it.
I mean, we're out here making memories. I mean, look at the kids out there.
You having fun, kids?
Yeah. They just keep on falling. They won't get it.
Think it's too big for them?
They are small fish.
We probably should have used some of that bread.
I see some small fish getting that piece of bread over here.
Try to cast out further, maybe. I don't know. We should have just got some worms.
Yeah.
But we didn't know.
This was hastily thrown together.
But how have you been? How have you been? I mean, we've been making some videos now, doing some stuff.
Pumping out some content.
Yeah, we got some stuff out there, good or bad.
Yeah.
But we're figuring. This is the thing. We're figuring it all out. We're figuring out what we're doing, what we want to do, and we're trying to
figure out what works.
Yeah.
What we like to do, what you want to see. So seriously, let us know what you want to see.
Tell us what you want to see. Let us. I mean, I really want some feedback here because I'm curious. I mean, some people have kind of talked to me about some things, but
Like what?
I'm trying to think of what they did say. I don't know if
We
I
want your feedback. We crave it. I have no idea what you guys told me.
So some of my friends, it was friends that listened to it, but I can't remember what the hell. I can remember later and chat about it. I don't want to chat about it here, what we might or might not do. But it was stuff that would probably cost us money. So that's why
Yeah.
I was like, well, this is going to be kind of tough.
With us being poor Baptists.
Like I would love to go to the Crescent Hotel
Oh yeah.
and do a ghost hunt. There's a lot of ghostly stuff I would love to do.
Yeah, go to Eureka Springs and go on the ghost tour.
There's so many, Eureka Springs is so beautiful. So many places I like to see up there. And
I would like for us to do a ghost hunt, but we don't have like a night vision camera.
maybe
We could go out there with flashlights.
Yeah, I could just get a flashlight. Or maybe I get a flashlight attachment.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll cross that bridge here in a few more months. But how have you been? Go ahead.
Ghost hunt for October for Halloween.
Ghost hunt. Man, we're gonna have to.
Yeah.
We can't. This can't be the Heavy Set podcast. I love the paranormal stuff too much.
Yeah. I think all of us.
And
like
it'll be
that
cooler.
stuff.
where we can want to be outside, so the hot as nutsack as it is right now.
We are in Arkansas. It could be 95 degrees on Halloween for all we know.
It's also true. But how you been? How have you been mentally? Let's do a mental health check.
Mental health check. Mentally, tell you what, Chris, I'm pretty worn out.
I could tell. We've all been going through something. I could kind of tell our own little personal battles.
Seriously, today, 2 friends from work, both of them looked at me and said, "Man, you all right?" I was filling out a piece of paper, and the guy goes, "What, you taking an algebra test over there?"
Did it piss you off?
I was like, "What?" He's like, "Well, you're sitting there writing," but I was like this.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm like miserable today. It was hot,
Yeah.
and like I had gotten like really hot earlier in the day, and then like whenever that happens, you get like super hot, and it just kind of like takes the pep out of you.
I knew when I texted you at work, I could tell you were having an off day because your replies were like
Oh.
very short. But I've been down too. I mean, I was having a bad off day yesterday. Today was a little bit better. I was a little bit better spirits. But I was having a bad off day yesterday, like really bad. And mom and dad, I went to mom and dad's house for a little while. They could tell. And they're like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "I'm just a little off."
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, that's what is to do. I guess since we're doing a mental health check-in, for me, I've been in a bad funk. I've had like this wave of depression hit.
Why?
But I realized like, and I haven't gone on, like, I was super depressed, but what made me mad about letting myself get depressed and all that was I quit exercising. I went off my diet really bad.
Yeah.
Because I tell you, I've been doing so good and keeping a good regimen and all this stuff. But what I noted, like I let some things that I let go of and threw away kind of creep back in, and made a couple mistakes, and knowingly too. And I knew too when it was happening. I was like, I know I need to, I know that this isn't good. This is what I'm trying to get away from.
Yeah.
But I let it kind of creep back in a little bit, and then once that happened, I was like, man, there's something called like the cycle of sabotage. Like you repeat the same cycle. Like you get
Yeah.
stuck in this cycle. You do good. Then you kind of sell an either. You kind of self-sabotage it and screw yourself over. But then I knew it. And once then it came over me. And you know how I get whenever you like take or fall off the wagon, if you will.
Yeah.
I beat myself up about it. I'm pretty hard on myself about it. I'm like, oh. So that kind of that self-loathing, self-thing. But instead of like going off the deep end, I use food to, feed that
Yeah.
emotion. So I was just overeating and and not at a ridiculous level, but just not eating good stuff. And I wasn't exercising.
See, like I know I do the same thing because like I'm pretty sure I've said this on here before. Like if I have like a bad day, I know there's been times where I've called Hannah. Like I'll go somewhere for lunch at work, and like she's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Well, I'm heading to McDonald's to get some crap food
No, it's weird.
to like comfort myself." And then I feel like sick, first of all, because I've eaten too much, and then like ashamed.
The shame you feel from it that's what's funny too. And it's all about me too, like, just putting myself in some better situations and all that. As I know my pitfalls. Like, I'm very self-aware.
Yeah.
But I just gotta, and Pete, here's the thing is, I knew that this would happen I've been doing so good for so long. I knew that this would happen, is you're gonna fall, everybody falls off nobody's perfect. Everybody falls off the wagon at some point,
Yeah.
and screws up. Whatever mistake that'll be for you, whatever you're trying to change in life, you're gonna fall up. But I was like, how am I gonna, when my first screw up and my first whatever, when I really get depressed and mess up, how am I gonna overcome? Because every time I hit this speed bump in the road, I fall and I never go back, or I just, keep on going and doing the same old routine.
Fall back in your old habits.
Yeah, doing, and doing nothing. But like I've been in Like I said, I haven't gone off the deep end. I haven't even told anybody I was doing bad, which I hardly ever do. I just kind of kept to myself. But I've been like struggling with it, and I just wasn't. Like I got a friend of mine who we've been like we don't go walking together, but she'll usually go walking in the morning. I usually go walking at night. But we send each other pictures and like updates, like hold each other accountable.
Yeah.
And she's been crushing it. But like I wasn't sending her any photos. And I was like, yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing, yeah. But as I didn't want to, I was lying to her.
Doing screen recordings of other people walking.
Yeah, dude, yeah. It's like
Sending it
a
to
really skinny guy hiking on the Swiss Alps or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is me. But finally, I came clean to her. Like, I think it might have been last night, the night before last. Like, hey, listen, I've been lying to you. Like, I haven't done anything. Like, I've really fallen off, and I'm not in a good mental place.
It's all a sham.
But and I'll be completely honest with you. And like falling off the wagon and like during this depressive mode that I had, the last video we filmed, which was Chico fish in Hot Springs. And I'll be honest with you. Of course, I watched a little bit of it, most of it yesterday when it was posted. I don't know when this will come out, but and I hated it.
You hated it?
I hated it. I didn't tell you this.
Why did you hate it?
I think it was because of the weird mental place that I was in at the time too. But I think because I had fallen off the wagon the way I did and was overeating too much. And when we are the Heavy Set podcast,
Yeah.
then I was like, I hate doing these. Like, I don't want to do a food review. Like, I hated that we did a food review. I hated that, like, I was on the camera and, like eating. Like, I guess I've got this weird relationship with it right now that I don't want to celebrate it.
Yeah.
Because, like, I'm trying to not be, I'm trying to lose weight and change my life and be better. And like, and honestly, and my weight is my biggest demon I'm battling. And and that's been the whole thing for my entire life. And it sounds ridiculous to hear other people say that, for other people to hear me say that, because other people don't struggle with that.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm in the same boat you are.
You're a lot smaller than I am, but you are.
It's still. I mean, it still don't change the fact that I'm overweight, and like. I always say to myself, I'm like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get on track. I'm gonna get this weight off. I'm gonna change my life. And then, I mean, you're busy. Things happen, and like you fall back in those same old habits, and like especially is a comfort thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we get comfort is food. Some people exercise as their comfort. You know, some people alcohol. You know, some people food. Some people, you know, reading a book. Just different things comfort you. But actually, I think it was yesterday, Delannie had said something to me about, I want us to start walking again when you get off work like we used to.
Yeah, that's good.
Because back when I had, that last time that I lost a good chunk of weight, I lost like 40 or 50 pounds. I would get off work, which I sweat, it's hot at work. And then I would come home, I would immediately change into shorts and walking shoes, and we'd walk from the house to the track, which is close to the house.
Yeah.
Walk a couple miles around the track and then walk home. And she's like, well, we need to start doing that again. I was like, okay, I'll do it with you tomorrow. And it's like, you know, you're filming that video tomorrow, right? I was like, oh yeah, I'll do it the next day. Well, you know, you got basketball games you gotta go to, right? Oh yeah. Well, then the next day, it just seems like there's always something.
There's always something going on, especially too when you got kids and they got a crap load of sporting events. Need some bait?
What?
Getting some bait.
Got some bread out of the water.
He got some bread out of the water. I guess the ducks didn't eat it. There's fish in here.
Oh yeah.
But no, I mean, I think that's a good thing. I think you should go for family walks, Delaney. But yes, I've been in this funk, been in this rut, and I'm just like, okay, you're not gonna, I wasn't using alcohol or anything to suppress, those feelings. I was just using food basically,
Yeah.
and in a bad funk. But I was like, all right, we're not gonna stay here, but like, cause you know what happens when you stay here, you do nothing, and then nothing gets accomplished. So I've just been really focused on like starting today, even though I kind of overate today a little bit. But just hitting the reset button, like, okay, just get refocused again. Because I was dropping some pounds there for a moment and feeling better, but I was like, get back to it, just start your routine again.
Yeah.
And, you know, not repeating the same cycle that I always repeat, because I repeat this freaking cycle over and over again. It's like I'm my own worst enemy.
Yeah.
And I know my temptations and I know what to stay away from. And But and I'm kind of, I guess you could, I'm not glad, but I'm kind of glad in a way because I instantly had that feeling of I hate this. I hate it. I don't want to do it. Like we got to change. We got to change the game again.
Gotta flip the script.
But I allowed it to put me in a funk for a while. But that's where I've been at. I've been in a weird spot. So it's all about, I guess this mental health talk is about falling down and how we're gonna get together and move forward and pick up the pieces.
And how much you hated the video that I put together.
Well, going back to that, I can't remember what I had said about it. But like I was looked at it, I was like, I don't want to celebrate this. I don't want,
You don't want to be the fat guy.
yeah, even though this is
podcast.
the Heavy Set podcast, I don't want to be the fat guy podcast because I'm
Yeah.
not happy being that way. But I do love food. I love to eat and talk about it. I mean, so that's kind of a weird, but I was talking with a friend of mine about it a little bit. And she had just told me, she's like, well, why don't you go out and just review, like, you can go review a food place, but like, get their healthier options and talk about it on there, how you want to be more responsible and give a little bit of view of what their healthier options are. So yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, we also don't have to gorge ourselves.
Yeah, it's true, but it's hard not. But then again, when you want to go to a food place, you want to get their best stuff.
Yeah.
But honestly, and I don't want to stop doing that, but I don't want it to be all of that. I want to do other things. I want to kind of get away from that
Yeah.
because I want to be more responsible. I don't want people to watch this and be like, what would you call it? Celebrating fat culture, or, well, you know what I mean.
Glorifying it.
Glorifying it, because I'm not happy being this way.
Yeah.
And I want to be very clear about it. So I'm trying to make better changes and better choices in all fronts. So anyway, yeah, but I was going to be honest with you. When I watched it, like, that's how I felt. I didn't hate it, meaning I hated, I didn't hate you or Ryan or anything, but like I hated you know what, I'm not saying that. Or I'm not saying it, but like I hated it. I hated myself in it.
I remember messaging you about it, and you're like, "Oh, we'll talk about it later." It's like, what? You gonna phase me out, Chris?
No, I mean, I had a lot on my mind about it. I was fresh, so I was just trying to think about it. I was also in a weird mood and a weird mental state, but and maybe I don't know if people seem to like the first mental health talk we did. Maybe they'll vibe with this. What is that light out there? Oh, it's a car.
Yeah.
But I'm just being. I want this podcast to be a mixture of things. But what I want this YouTube thing, this podcast to be, is realness. Because
Yeah.
I'm a real person. I do not mind talking. Since I'm alone in life, a loner, and I'm not married and have kids, I don't care to talk about these things. Because I'm only affecting me. And people struggle. People have their own demons they're battling.
Yeah.
And so right now we're both going through it. It's a down spot, but I want to overcome it. Like I've got to overcome it. I can't live life the way I've been living it. And I've been living life like the way I was the past week. and it's put me in a bad way. And so I gotta kick up those good habits, just continue on the road I was on. And I'm glad and it was a good thing falling off because it made me feel that regret and that just like, made me feel terrible. So I
Yeah.
was like, okay, stay the course,
The good,
stay the course.
the good thing is you didn't wallow in it.
Exactly.
You didn't just like, 'cause I know like I'll be doing good and I'll have like a bad meal in the day. And I'm like, well, man, I already screwed it up. I'm just gonna go,
Bonkers.
yeah. And then I'm bonkers for like 2 weeks.
It's been like, it was on and off because like I would exercise and do my stuff right, then I would eat bad for a day and kind of go back. But then this past week, I just didn't do nothing. But I've walked the past couple nights, kind of getting back into that fold. And I need to eat a little bit better, but I'm going to start and try to do a lot better starting the rest of this week. And because I'm going to get this weight off. By George, one way or the other.
Gonna put one foot in front of the other,
put
the
your
other
left
foot.
something down.
I think so. Put your other foot down, down, down.
But I wanted to come out here today and have this talk and get this out because I've been so pent up about it and just in a weird spot.
Yeah, you messaged me like I've got something to say.
I did. Well, here's the thing is I feel better. Like after the first one we did, I felt better about it.
Only just
I'm
wandering
sorry,
off of it.
Delannie. And I don't know. But I had to get that out. So I guess the message, and I've been jawing, I haven't let you talk. Which you know, this is just me getting that getting that out of my system.
I know you gotta get it out. This is your release.
This is how I'm getting it out. I guess this is how I'm dealing with things now. I'm just gonna call you, say when you got the shady lake, I'm gonna cry about it on camera.
I'm over here taking a nap. You're pouring your heart out.
But here's the lesson for the people. Obviously, we don't have it put together. Nobody does. We're all trying to figure all this out. So it's when you not repeating the same, not getting caught up in that same cycle, the cycle of self-sabotage, not repeating those mistakes constantly, learning from that, and then making the right choices, maybe putting yourself in better situations. You know. And that's what it's it. That's where I'm at. We're hitting the reset button. I gotta get rededicated. I gotta join.
A gym?
I probably should join a gym, but
So our next video gonna be a 10-mile hike.
I'll tell you what, that next video, we won't make the 10-mile hike, but it'll be a 10-foot heart attack.
We gonna walk up to the tower.
Oh my gosh. Hey, no lie, let's set a goal to where we hike up to that tower in the fall or the winter.
Oh my gosh. Let's do it.
I couldn't make it. I don't think I can make it a quarter up that mountain right now.
Thing is, I think I could make it, but it would take me a long time, and I would have to have some breaks. Definitely have to have some.
There's no way I can make it
And the
right
thing
now.
is, that last time that I walked it with Dad, it was like nothing to me. That was back when I had lost a lot, was in good shape for me anyways.
Well, the sun's setting. What else do you want? Do you have anything you want to get off your chest? I've been venting.
I just bit my foot.
Something's been biting me.
What else do you think about I always call this the podcast, but it really isn't a podcast anymore. What do you think about what we've been doing?
I mean, I'm glad that we've been making stuff.
Yeah.
How good do we look on there, Elijah? Can you see us? Yeah. I've been enjoying. I'm loving that we're having videos pumping out. I think it needs, obviously. It's funny to say that I'm a perfectionist. I'm not, but I want it to be better. But we're figuring it out.
Thing is, I want it to be better too, and I know things that would make it better, but we don't have like the capabilities of it.
Exactly, that is the problem.
Because like the last video, you know, I try to put some stuff in these videos of like the drive, as in like some B-roll with some music on it, or like us just like swimming at Turtle Rock with some music to it.
Yeah.
Just some different stuff to kind of break it up. But I couldn't get any footage like that because we're filming from my phone.
It's hard. I mean, and
it's
you've been doing
hard
a good job with it.
And it's hard to like take that out from where we have it mounted just to get some video like the road and stuff or whatever.
Shout out to you for editing all the videos. You've been thinking you've been doing pretty good. I like the stuff you've been doing with it.
Yeah.
I enjoy that. I don't have to do that.
One thing that I really want to do is the end of it, always try to add something that's funny.
Cheeky.
Something
I enjoy that.
Something that keeps you around to the end.
And I've been enjoying the skits and stuff. I think the main thing that I want to focus on for me, I don't know how you and Ryan feel, is that I want to be different. I want to be more responsible, more healthier. Not that I want to get away from the food review stuff, but I want it to be, I don't know.
I want us to go on more adventures.
Me too.
Instead of just going to eat somewhere.
Yeah, because I mean that's cool and fun, but I want to do other things. I want to be better. We could do healthier things.
We could do food reviews, just do health food.
I'll eat a whole head of broccoli in front of Elijah and
one
Delannie.
sitting.
But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. We got a lot we need to really sit down sometime and really just kind of veg out some ideas and stuff. But people, give us some ideas. If you're watching this and you care, give us some ideas. Send us some ideas, comment something if you can, or whatever it is. Maybe what would you honestly want to see? And don't say like bungee jumping or something like that.
I want to see Chris go skydiving.
Yeah, that would be funny.
Let's go Northland.
Hey, if we ever get to,
we'll go scuba diving in Shady Lake.
We'll go scuba diving. I was gonna say if we ever get to 5,000 followers, I'll go skydiving. But I don't know if we'll ever get to 5,000 followers.
And then if we do, you'll be on the hook to figure out a place where you can go.
Right now we're 43 strong subscribers on there. But nah, I mean, I don't have anything else to say about it. But this is where I'm at right now. I'm getting back on track here.
Me, this is where I'm at. Like, I know I need to lose weight, and because that's my biggest hurdle in life.
Yeah, so is
mine. Trying to get the weight off and keep it off. Because I've gotten the weight off before, but I couldn't keep it off.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, right now, I'm like 70 pounds lighter than my heaviest weight. I feel like guys wondering what the heck we're doing.
He's probably listening to us talk, thinking, "Man, these guys are screwed up."
But anyways, I'm like 70 pounds lighter than my heaviest point.
Mm-hmm.
So I've kept that off. But I want to lose like another 70. You know what I'm saying? And keep it off. And it's just going to be it's going to be a struggle.
It is, man.
Because I do good, and then it's like a slippery slope. I go off, and then I'm not as dedicated, and then I just get back and, like you said, I get back in my same routine.
Consistency. I've always struggled in life to be consistent in any aspect of anything. So that's what I'm trying to figure out now is just being consistent in something and having that consistency to build off of.
And like, it's always easier to go through it with somebody else. We can go through it together.
Yeah, it's true.
With Ryan too.
And Rye Buns. Shout out to old Rye Buns. He's at work, I think.
Oh, Chris, I think it's getting probably too dark where they probably can't even see us anymore.
Come here, kids. Look at how y'all saunter over here like I'm forcing you to be out here. Y'all got anything you want to say?
No.
You you don't have anything to put to add to this? I mean, what do you got for the people out there? Something good, something positive.
I don't have anything.
Think of something positive to say. I'm going to come back to you, but you got to say something before we leave, or we're not leaving. We'll camp out here all night. Elijah, what do you got for the people? Something you know what to say.
If you ever have any dreams, just keep on chasing them and don't smoke.
All right, Delaney, what do you got?
I don't have anything.
Say something.
Don't do drugs.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna call it, Chris.
Let's call it. So if you're out there, we're walking all the same walk out here, battling all the same things pretty much. We're falling down, but we're going to get back up and put it together. That's what this conversation was about. We're rededicating ourselves. We are all in this together. So let's pick each other up, hold each other accountable, kiss each other, and we'll be all right. I love you guys. Love you, kiddo. Love you, kiddo. Love you, J-Bug.
Love you too, Chris.
And this has been the Heavy.Set.Go, a day of fishing, family fish day,
Family Fish Day, Family Mental Health Day.
mental health day. Love you guys.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.